siko so bro, it's disorder, niko na funk. Take a location, all my niggas they chasing the places. Ayy, mbona pana kukap? You telling your hoes when it's done. I know you be talking too much, just look at the buzz. I'm one of a kind, I swear I'm one of a kind. Super loud, I'm one of a kind. Bitch, so loud, I'm one of a kind.
PM Rhythm Scope Show.
Relax, came through with his boy, he one of a kind. I'm killing his songs like all of the time. I'm saying the shots and all of my mind. Yeah, that's my gun, it's all of my initials. The bitch with he started this whole day talking about crypto. So I'm like, do you flip though? Cause it's even though it's come, I got a thing for a freak too. I said, fuck it, I'm a freak too. Got hoes in the ends, got paid last week too. Shit, I tell you what I've been through. I've been around you bitches black, yeah, bitches ain't shit too. Yeah, bitches is not double S. I'm addicted to the smoke, it's not to the red side. Aim it to your dome, I aim it to your chest. Put that shit on the box to the left, in my closet. That's my stuff, yes, if I bought it. Please don't touch, in that closet. That's my stuff, yes, if I bought it. Please don't touch.
Kind, yeah, I'm one of a kind, yeah. I'm one of a kind, yeah. Cause I'm one of a kind, yeah. 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 Cause I'm one of a kind, yeah. I'm one of the sights, yeah. Gonna bash tonight, yeah. Now pick your smile, face. Results were nice, yeah. Now take your weekend in the speaker. Now bro, we sip it a killer. Don't tell me you got me a speaker. Kuna bidana, speni mambana. Nafanya vitu na rap. Tupaku hiri ni mapu. Kajovi lazima nipige shop. Kawa ni up, lazima utanata. Kubaya wale niko up. I'm the money, fuck on my bosses. On my dick, this nigga.
The Black Hot Fire Radio.
Tunaita kushai nikiwa mtoto baka uliza nikigrow nitabi what nikiwa mtoto baka uliza nikigrow nitabi what total man total man total man.
Yes, Wagwan family.
Total man.
Karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend. And of course, I'm wishing you nothing but a beautiful week. Karibuni sana to the Rhythm Scope Show. I'm the captain of the show. My name is Joby. So amazing first-time listeners, back-to-back subscribers, back-to-back streamers. I hope you guys are doing okay. Karibuni sana. It is exactly 29 minutes past 3 p.m. right here in the 254. And of course, a very good evening to everyone. Sijui kama naonekana huku TikTok. It's only Katie Manze.
I'm sorry. The best thing, I was not the one who set the camera.
It's me.
Yeah.
I'm the one to blame.
Yeah.
But anyway, karibuni sana to the Rhythm Scoop Show. I hope you guys are doing great. This is all about art, entertainment, and culture. And I tell you today, the weather just decided to weather. I tell you, I'm sweating. I'm so tired. If you're outside there,
sunshine and overdo.
Yeah, if you're really outside there and you're actually a Juakali person, manze, big up to you. You really, and you are a dad actually and a mom. Manze, mnafaa tumpatiwe heshima. Cause why? The sun is sunning. I tell you, it's really, really hot. But karibuni sana kama leo ungekume, kama umepaka actually makeup. Cause I saw one chile. Ni venye tuwezi ambia mse. Cause I feel like ni kama enu unanitoanisha. But she was sweating. Unaona mshangalia mtu spouse zake za venye amepaka makeup.
Ama makeup imemelt.
Ndio hiyo, imemelt because you can see the spouse literally are so sweaty. Na amebonda niko like bitch.
She's angry Maybe at the sun.
I'm like, you're so unapproachable. But anyway, karibuni sana once again. And of course, my name is Joby. Katie is also with us in the building.
Yes, what's up, beautiful people? How are you doing? Karibuni sana. Literally, today we have been with these people for the longest time.
I
But
know,
anyway,
I've been absent.
yeah, karibuni sana. I hope you're doing great. I hope you have had a wonderful Monday morning. And right now, when we are headed to the afternoon to so many of our listeners right here, but we are actually in the evening, right here in the 254. Karibuni sana, and I hope we are going to enjoy this show together. And remember, we are also live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network. You can also listen to us via our radio station, which is very active, by the way. And you can just get to go to Google Play Store, download the radio station, and then come back, listen to us, and tell us how are you doing today, and also how is your Monday going on so far.
Yes, you heard it all from Auntie Mado.
My name is Katie.
Auntie Mado, hashtag Auntie Mado. And of course, karibuni sana. We began with an amazing banger. This was just released actually 23 hours ago by Young Pablo and Silverstone Buzz. The name of the jam is One of a Kind, and I love it. Personally, I love me some Silverstone Buzz. I love her attitude. I love her accent. And one thing I heard her say in one of the interviews, sorry to say about this, but you need to be yourself, girl. You don't need to be Nicki Minaj. She has that personality of wanna be Nicki. That's how I'm gonna call it, wanna be Nicki. But baby girl, just be you. You know, everyone is always looking up to someone, but look up to yourself first before, you know, setting your eyes on someone. Because there's something I heard during the weekend. You don't wanna meet your idols. Unapatananga na mask,
You're
yeah.
so disappointed about now. What was I thinking to
You
be
know?
glorifying this person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, karibuni sana. That was One of a Kind, and of course, I hope you're gonna be able to check it out. See if you love the music video, and we'd love to hear from you. Nowadays, you guys don't do the the BHM.
We will get back. People who are not voting.
Okay.
And there was a time I put some artists right here and they didn't repost. So
Wallahi.
I felt so bad.
Manze, poor artist. Manze, poor wrestler.
Shame on new artists.
Manze. But anyway, karibuni sana. Of course, the second job that we're getting back into, it is Total Man, and Giuliani is just back in the industry. 5 days ago, and the jam has like 25,000 views, and I was so surprised that actually his channel just has 8K views. Giuliani being the legend he is, but I think actually was shut in the music industry at some point because he was speaking so much. I don't know kama umesikiza ngoma za Giuliani hivi. Like he was giving so much message in terms of like in an activist way, and I think the same with alikuwa anaitangwaje my Eric Wainaina.
The Daima Mim Kenya.
Yes,
Yeah.
Eric Wainaina. I think those two were actually passing a lot of message to Africans, especially those who could understand Swahili, in terms of corruption, how police get to abuse people, which is one of the things we're going to be discussing, because we're talking about live bulletin, and we've seen how our officers keep on using, you know, the power, you know, to just how do I say? There's a term I want to use, victimize anyone or label anyone, especially the youngins, and we're talking about the youth with the dreads, with funny looking or fashionable styles. You are just a thief, and I think those two are shut, and that's why I see him. It's actually been, if I'm to check in his YouTube channel, Lily and Fire Music, I bet ni kitambo sana.
Yeah, but he had a performance last night.
He did. Was it last night or
Saturday
Friday?
or Friday?
Yeah, I saw it on one of our friends'
And it was
status.
mad.
Yeah, it looked very actually.
Yeah.
I think he pulls crowd. That's one thing for sure. I've seen him perform. Also, he's a good friend of Boniface Mwangi.
Okay.
And Boniface, I tend to follow Boniface Mwangi, and I see they're always hanging around. He's always into some. Yeah, he's always hanging somewhere, you know, around, you know, performing, and I try to kwa kikao na perform. Still the same message. I don't think he's changed you know, his sense of music, but we're gonna be listening to this one and of course see what's the message behind it. Kama Ali I may change because of wanting to come back in the game, or is it still the same Giuliani we used to know? But of course, karibuni sana once again to the Rhythm Scoop Show. My name is Joby.
Before we go, let me shout out some people who we have in the building.
Okay.
Shout out to Babake Taji in the building.
All right.
And I see the rest have left, but anyway, shout out to you all.
Yeah, karibuni sana. To everyone who's on YouTube, karibuni sana. Those who are on the radio station, Kindly remember you can pin your comment section or rather your sentiments via the show page. And of course, I'd love to also hear from you. How was your weekend? And what are your thoughts regarding what we shall be talking about today? Giuliani with Total Man. Let's see if he's a total man or he's come back being a scared man.
Nikiwa mtoto bakauliza nikigrow up nitabi what? Nikiwa mtoto bakauliza nikigrow up nitabi what? Total man, total man, total man. Total man, total man, total man. Amodishinda ina fair game. Bigger issue than kucomplain kupea fair game. Walitupa mae, kabla shika mae. Tulipitia hell, hili mshika hem. Kufika hizi heights hawezi ku Everest. Only God is above me, na pia cost of living. Yes, naitanga Nairobics. Venye haso zinagonga mawe. Najua blue tick, na hapo ndio na colors. Wewe, ni manailos na mabantu. Lakini venye wanavuta tunaita kushai. Nikiwa mtoto bakauliza nikigrow up nitabi what?
The Nilots and Bantus. We are all Africans, come on.
Nitabi what?
Yes, but my quote of the day says, when the week begins, try be your best. Let your best overcome your worst, and that is the best. Do your best to have a good week and never be weak in the week. That is my quote of the day. And of course, I'm wishing everyone a very beautiful week. And personally, I'm looking forward to be having that and just wishing whatever vibration I have right now, hii furaha nasikia niko nayo iendelee tu hivyo. Sijui imetoka wapi, but anyway, I think ni out of kuchoka na kupigwa pia na jua. I've been literally sun
gazing when you're walking.
I've been sun gazed properly.
Sun walking.
Manze. Your quote of the day, Katie.
My quote of the day says, believe in yourself and anything is possible.
That's on period.
Pull up, Hamburger match. Increase content ya body. Nita flourish. Bila dash challenge TikTok. Kucross dress social. Vixen kutindisha kwa vida. Na moshi zala. Tell us more than mangapi umegwara. Mtaratara. Lifestyles ya branch na tala. Sidudu na dudia. Sote tutanyuria. Ukiwa next na kaburi. Ni future unachungulia. Nikiwa mtoto bakauliza nikigrow up nitabi what?
Man, I love it. I love
the
it.
jam.
I love it. He's talked about cross-dressing. He's mentioned women talking on videos. And I think actually it's just the way I've listened to Giuliani's music, and majority of you those who listen to the current new song released 5 days ago. This is Total Man by Giuliani. I don't know what you guys feel about it because you've known this guy as an activist. I don't know if he still is, but he has a message on this one, and he's talking about LGBTQ. I think that's one of the things we've seen our country is battling with, and we saw what the Supreme Court, we see also what the Parliament is trying to do, and we also have people who have an opinion. If you're actually trying to look at our country, I think we do have actually a big, large crowd of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, of course.
We do have, actually it's big than other countries. Not really other countries, not
You
say
know,
South Africa.
it becomes very sweet when people are hiding, you know.
Yeah.
And this is why I think this one has promoted a lot of it, and also having the government acknowledging the NGOs who are coming to support homosexuals in our country. It has also pushed them to doing it. It's like the government has said yes, so why are you telling us we cannot do anything we want in this country?
I think the thing is that, and I also keep on saying about this, the fact that they want us to talk about it is the fact that it's being popularized.
Yeah.
And the fact that you also don't talk about it's actually it's a two-sided coin. You have to look at both of the options. If you don't talk about it, it's gonna be we're gonna see the laws that were passed in the United States of where parents are going to have to, if you don't allow your child to feel like a woman, or the way the school decides to operate on them, you're gonna be arrested, or your child is gonna be, you're gonna literally lose custody of your child. And if you don't talk about these matters, like I saw a parent who went to a certain school, it's a video that has been going viral. A parent went to school, pulled down the LGBTQ flag, is like, asking the white lady over there, what are you teaching? Why you, instead of be teaching history, of which you can't be a black parent going to complain to a white person about
In
them
a
teaching
white
history.
country.
About history of you being black. You don't expect that to happen. So I think the more we talk about it, the more it's being popularized. The more we don't talk about it, the more the deals are being signed behind our backs. So I think we've been the majority, power is in our hands, and we have the right to decide what exactly we really want. But of course, as we get straight into the matters of the day, I want to start with what is going on in Kenya. But Katie, how was your weekend?
My weekend was fine. Yes.
What was you doing?
I was outside.
Manze?
Yeah.
Well, I think I saw some of the things, you was outside dealing with some shenanigans. Like me, I was so beat on Saturday. I was just going through a lot of hella conditions of my body,
Blues.
I tell you.
Blues.
Not really the blues, and just some other things we won't even mention, but ni mwili tu ya wasichana tutasema hivyo, yeah. But my weekend was also fine. I can't complain, just being indoors, taking bunch of painkillers, but good. Yeah, today been running errands, and sorry for those who missed my show. Of course, I was not able to present my show, and I've come back super sun-gazed again. I tell you, I'm burning right here. Where I'm seated, nasikia tu yani joto ingine massive. It's really hot like crazy. But yeah, I've had a very beautiful weekend.
You would get surprised it might rain.
That's the thing. I don't know if in the morning it was super cold.
Yeah.
It was super freaking cold, and I was like, man, I'm about to hit the street, so I'm gonna have to need like a sweater and a jacket. I wanted to put on a sweater and a jacket and like some boots. I'm like, kukaka no najua, niko like, you never know.
You know what I always tell the people in the Vibe Show?
Yeah.
I will not tell you what to wear. You just wear what you want, because nowadays the weather is so unpredictable.
Manze.
Yeah.
Because even yesterday, remember in the evening, it was super cloudy. When I was going to eat dinner, it was super cloudy, and I was like, man, it's about to rain. So let me go quick, come back. But yeah, that's how my weekend was. And of course, I'd love to hear for those who are joining us on YouTube. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. I really appreciate that. And of course, subscribe in case you're new. Follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, on Rumble, BitChute, and of course download our app on the Google Play Store, the Black Hot Fan Network. And of course check us out, and of course get to stream with us live, or rather listen to us via the radio in case you don't have time to stream, rather if you don't get the time. But of course, with what has been going on during the weekend, I want to start with the politically mattered issue. I don't know if we should start politically or entertainment wise, but I think we should deal with the specifics, since we've started with the activist with Giuliani. And I want to talk about Kenya issuing on this is not the first time actually I'm seeing this. I think these are law, or it's like a law that has been passed on every new elected puppet. New elected puppets, when it's their era, when it's their time, you always hear that this has been signed, where there's shoot to kill, because they're saying that Kenya has actually issued a shoot to kill order against criminals. And mind you, this has been happening without the order, because I give perfect example, and take us back to March to July, we've had hundreds of Kenyans who lost their lives, but the media, of course, being controlled. We've been told it's only 35 lives, but it's more than that. We have victims who are still in the hospital, like we saw the young boy from Kisumu, the western sides of Kenya. He was shot 8 times, and not even the opposition who led the country, or these victims who faced this issues, he didn't cater for anything, not for any medical funds, not paying the hospital bills. And mind you, we're living in a country where if you don't pay for hospital bills, you're literally detained there. Your bills will keep on piling up, and they're detaining you. It's unless you pay. If you don't pay, you're still detained. So it doesn't make any sense. And basically, what I'm trying to say is that this has been happening without still this order being given, and it's an order they have been given, as much as not publicly, like right now you can see it being publicized. It's been going on, because when we've had peaceful demonstration again, they have always been victims. So why haven't you talked about this? And you're talking about, because all they're claiming is what is happening in the northern sides of Kenya. but in real sense, the shoot to kill has been happening even to civilians. So before we get there, what they're saying, what are your thoughts?
I actually remember during demonstrations, we had Kithure Kindiki, the same person who has ordered police to shoot to kill.
Yeah.
He came out and he told the police, please handle these demonstrators as thieves, as robbers, as
Exactly.
hooligans, and as people who are performing criminal activities or
The
crime
internet
act-
never
yeah.
forgets. Let's look for the article.
Yeah, let's look for the article. This is what he said. He said, treat those demonstrators like criminals. And right now, we are still coming and saying that now we have the same person, Kithure Kindiki, saying, if you come across this person, shoot and kill. He has given an order of shooting and kill. And I'm wondering, okay, in this country, what we have prisons. We have prisons. Maybe this person is just a thief. Now he will have to die because of stealing a chicken. While we have the big thieves in the offices, we have the big thieves in these governments, and they are our leaders. And you know, sometimes I was even telling my friend yesterday. Sometimes thieves are just people who are desperate in life, because I had somebody giving out a story how they would go to steal, and
I
gave
remember
us,
the guy who ever called in.
there's that one, and also there's now a story I was hearing yesterday. So this person was saying we would go to steal, and sometimes we would find the only thing to steal in that house is a radio and maybe some chairs. You know, they don't even have a television. So this means I'm stealing out of desperation, because how am I going to steal from a poor person?
Exactly.
A person who doesn't even have
I'd
a
rather steal than
TV.
kill. I'd rather steal than kill. Because we've seen actually thieves, sorry to say, they're always in a situation of where nipatie ama nikudunge. Una get? So neither upatiane ama udungwe. You'd rather give me rather than make you lose your life. On the other hand, like you said, it's actually out of desperation, because if I look at most of the situations like during the demonstrations, or anytime we have chaos in the country, people are always gonna be raiding liquor stores, leave alone the liquor store ata. The liquor store people are just drunkards. We will see supermarkets like the Muindi Mweusi. We've seen like supermarkets being raided. Also in South Africa, the same thing. Literally, black people, we are oppressed. I'm not a thief because I wanna be a thief. Most of these thieves, actually, if we are to do real history, or rather do real investigations of why most of the people end up being thieves, they have degrees, certificates, PhDs under their mattresses, but they were not accepted in a certain office, either because of corruption, because we're living in a system of handing. It's a handout, you know. If you're not really cooperating also the way they want, because I was seeing this lady, I'll find that article. There's this lady on Friday, she's from Kenya, parliamentarian, sikumbuki jina yake, but alisema Kenyan, actually the men in and which is one of the arguments we're having last week on the Tubonge, men in parliament are literally misusing power through sexualization.
Yeah, I saw
And we
the
said
woman.
this on Friday, on Wednesday, and Kamlesh was like, no. Kamlesh, I hope you're listening. Women are being sexualized to get these positions. I'm not bending over because I want to
I
bend
had a
over.
man arguing, this is not happening to you because you're a woman. You know, I had a man arguing that way, and I was like, this is happening to me because I'm a woman and I have a coochie that you want. This is always the
That was
same.
a woman.
No, it was a man who was arguing like that, and I was like, now, I even have, that woman was actually saying that the person who is telling them not to go to the parliament has asked for sexual favors. I wish I can find the video.
It's crazy, but this was in July 31st, of course, this year 2023. If you've been following up the politics of Kenya, you know we've had demonstrations since March till July, and during the 31st demonstration, Kindiki did want the state to treat demonstrators as terrorists. We have terrorists, the real terrorists, the funded terrorists. Because right now most of the Kenyans are remembering the Al-Shabaab situation. If we go back to history, why did most of the Kenyans, 60 of them, have to die? Why was the country attacked? Why was mall attacks.
Some wars we involve ourselves in, and sometimes I even say, okay, there are thieves who are criminals because you would not just wake up and decide to steal. You're a criminal, but at the end of the day, why do we have prisons? Those are correctional services. Now, why do you want to kill a person who just stole one chicken while we have thieves in offices who steal even medicine?
No, Katie, Eboskiza, demonstrators should be treated as terrorists. A terrorist. We've been discussing terrorism in Africa, how it operates,
Yeah.
who funds, how the puppets you're talking about, your leaders, the puppets know, and how they actually try to curb the situation and act like, we need help. We need help through this, we need this because Al-Shabaab is in the country. How? Because why can't the Al-Shabaab, since the Al-Shabaab has a problem with Kenya, why can't they go attack where the main operator of the country is? You should attack the main operator of the country, Mwambie, or speak to your state, tell them this is what and what is happening, so that we as a nation, we can know we are literally all of us in a problem.
He is his cabinet secretary, and remember, the president chooses his
Let me
secretary.
tell you, unless I watch a lot of movies, unless this is me moving right now, but I've seen in a lot of movies, if I have a problem with a certain community, I'm gonna go to the leader of that community, because you have power on that community.
But the
You
leader
can
has
order
given me
community.
power. The
Exactly.
leader has given
this
me
is what we need to
power, so I can
understand.
do what I want.
This is what we need to understand. There's no terrorism in actually Africa. That if terrorism was there, the main operator of the country should be the number one target. He should be the number one target to address the nation, how they want to operate, the terrorists. Because I think sijui ni mimi na movie mingi, but personally, that's how I'm personally viewing it. But yes, Kithure Kindiki said that demonstrators should be treated like terrorists. But right now, he has come forth and said that terrorists are actually on the northern sides of Kenya. And they're saying that the Kenyan Security Minister, Kithure Kindiki, has issued a shoot to kill order against criminals who target law enforcement officers in the troubled northwest of the country. Mr. Kindiki reiterated the government's commitment to bring order to parts of the Rift Valley region that border the South Sudan. And we know in South Sudan, of course, there is war that is going on. I've seen that the president has called out for peace talks, and they're also saying that the directive was given a day after armed bandits killed 3 people in the attack. 3 people, only 3 officers, while we have citizens, innocent, including children, who are shot, not being criminals. They are shot innocently, but no justice is gonna be prevailed or served towards these kind of people. Africans, we have to deal, again, like I had Jerome Mosquito, Africans are tired, people are tired. We're not gonna keep on living in this situation of fear. I have to be scared of a police officer. A police officer is supposed to protect me, not me being scared of them. I'm supposed to be actually, if I feel like I'm unsafe, or if I sense something fishy, I should be in a friendly position. I should be kept in a friendly position to be able to tap the officer. Hey, I feel like something is wrong here. I feel like my neighborhood, this is what is going on. And that is why security is installed. But we're living in actually a system of where security is actually first denied by our own goddamn officers, because they do hire their uniforms, they do hand out their guns, so that operation can be, because they wanakulia hapo pia. Undakupatia utaniletea ngapi? Unajua, cause pia wao wanalipwa peanuts. This has to stop, Ruto has to be impeached, you guys. We have to find a way how we can get this puppet out. Sijui wapi nilisikia fununu watu walikuwa wanaongelea Ruto, niko like, okay. Siwezi kumbuka the direct conversation, but when I remember it was something very crazy. But we have to criminalize the real criminals. Like Katie said, they are in the office. They are the ones actually planting the real terrorists right here in the continent. We ain't terrorists. We've never, and actually every African country, when they're trying to defend their rights, we are called terrorists. That is in every goddamn African country.
Today, the French, after now there was we have President Macron of the French saying that He is withdrawing his troop and ambassadors. You know, I was reading a report from BBC. It said, with all the animosity in that country, so now we are animals when we start fighting for our rights. And I was like, okay, it's okay, just call us animals. We know the real animals, but yeah, we will show you the animosity you need to see. Yeah,
it's just super crazy. But for those who are with us on TikTok, let us know how you feel. I see you got a few people listening to us over there. Karibuni
yes,
sana.
I see Mighty Carl is asking, agenda yenyu ukuwa gani?
Kwa nini? Agenda yetu ni kuongelelea ukweli, by the way. We just speak the facts, and that is one thing you won't hear anywhere. That's the fact. You know, Lillian Molly, wherever, whoever, they're there to filter and get their paycheck. They're there to do what they're told to do. Right here, we're given the freedom to express ourselves because I'm a citizen like you. I'm literally just a citizen like you. The same oppression you're facing is the same oppression I'm facing. You're buying ugali flour at $3. I'm buying ugali flour at $3. There's no favorism, literally. And that's why you find, like when we had Moses Kuria on Citizen, he could not even tell, and shout out to Kit for even saying that, he could not even tell the price of the living, the cost of living, because these people have maids, mind you. They don't even do nothing. They hire and order people how they want. You know, you go get this. There's
even a card for shopping.
They're still exactly. There's a card for shopping. They don't even give cash for yani cards zinakwanga tu zimejazwa tu do, enda ujaze, enda ufanye. Like you should be literally be worried about. Our agenda is educating our fellow Africans of what is going on. We need to wake up. We are being oppressed on a daily basis. Our lives, because we're dealing with Agenda 2030, we're talking about depopulation in every single goddamn way. We should not be able to see, because at the end of the day, it's always help from the puppets, from the Europeans. It's always Africa needs help. When will you ever help yourself? Sometimes people's help don't work. You need to use your own goddamn method. Wake up. That's our agenda. Continue, Katie.
Yes, I see. Levi Mills is saying, hey to you too, Levi.
Hi.
And there's also somebody else with us. There's MFKZ.
Hi.
I see Odoyo in the building. Karibu sana Odoyo.
Yes.
And Ward Nyandori.
Karibuni sana. Mkona majina na waambia. Karibu mujitadi sufuria ugali unajua. Jiba jaba karibu sana. Also see you right here on YouTube. How you doing, brother? Hope you've had a beautiful weekend. And of course, I'm wishing you a beautiful week, and welcome to today's episode of the Rhythm Scoop Show. We're talking about Kenya ordering the shoot to kill of criminals, and we're just giving a perfect example of how, not just right in Africa, but literally no matter where we are as black people, it's always been a shoot to kill situation. No matter where we are literally, you know, even when we're demonstrating about our own rights, we call terrorists. Well, the real terrorists are the ones calling us terrorists, and they have planted terrorists in the country. So whatever they're ordering right or other talking about, personally I feel like it's nonsensical, because we have so many victims in 2007. Before that, in 1998, when I was being born, the bomb blast that did happen both in Kenya and Tanzania. Why? These are questions we need to be asking. Why is it that only this office was attacked, and why not the president's office? Because I'm asking you
today
guys.
I saw there's a is it parliament in Nigeria that was on fire? Yeah,
I've not seen that.
Yeah, I remember I saw something like that. Let me confirm. There is a parliament or a court in Nigeria that was on fire today in the morning.
Personally, I'm saying, as I go to the next agenda, and of course I'd love to hear for those who are joining us on YouTube, what's your thought? Kenya government or the Minister of Security ordering shoot to kill, while we know this is an order that has been given long time ago. It's not just starting right now. We've had citizens being shot innocently, kids, mothers, dads, brothers and sisters, and this has never been literally dealt with. Justice will never prevail for this family, those who lost their family members, and I think this is nonsensical. And this is what I'm telling people who are asking on TikTok, what's our agenda? To tell you the truth, that the system set up is not working the way you think it's set. It's just the way they keep on yapping on this national television's controlled media. It has nothing to do with your life, literally. Nothing. They don't give a nothing about you. They don't give a nothing about. I also see Kita on the building. Karibu sana, and yes, karibuni sana. Let us know what you feel about this situation. If it was me, I have an issue with Jibajaba's community. I'm gonna go to Jibajaba because Jibajaba is the leader of that community. He has a higher voice than I have as a terrorist or an invader. So I'm gonna capture Jibajaba and tell him to give a community speech and order what I want because I'm the terrorist. But these terrorists just come anywhere, not to the leader or the controller of the country.
I got it. It was Nigeria's Supreme Court. Yeah, that was on fire today early in the morning. Judge's office.
Damn.
Yeah.
I hope it's Nigerian setting it up on fire, cause you.
I think it's a point of waking up. You
I
never
hope
know.
so. I really hope it's Nigerian setting it up because I also saw Ghanaians demonstrating about the cost of living during the weekend. And people are literally tired, you know. They are calling, I think there's a name they gave Nana Akufo-Addo. I can't remember the specific name, but it is enough of the dictatorship. We can't be having these people telling us we need tutaingia kwa power next time, tutaingia. We don't need that. We don't need none of that. But anyways, also move on to the next story still about the 254 as Katie gives us the next entertainment update. This still on politics. Kenya has Kenya offers to lead the UN mission to stabilize Haiti amid the US support. And we know this is how dangerous this is. Of course, we spoke about this. We know that the soldiers who are going to be sent there are going to be wiped out. And I don't understand how Kenya leads UN mission. Kenya leads UN mission.
You know.
Kenya leads UN mission. Not UN leads the mission to Haiti. Kenya leads UN mission. It's not even UN moving the mission. It's Kenya. Anyway, this is the report out there coming out. They're saying that Kenya has offered to take the lead. Let me read this very quickly. Let me adjust my lights. Kenya has offered to take the lead in the UN security mission aimed at stabilizing Haiti after the US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken appealed for more international support. We are having Niger drawing out
withdrawing
the forces. Actually, for France no withdraw.
Yeah,
but we've had Niger's demonstrating.
Now with them withdrawing, something is fishy because I think they are planning to invade.
Well, I think Kit was telling you the other day I had you on the show when you were saying Europeans. I think it was you were saying Europeans are planning to invade Africa, and you also spoke of now they're working together with the US of how they're come, because without Africa these people are gonna fall down.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna fall down. So we're looking forward to see how things are gonna happen. I don't know if the rest of the puppets are ready or which countries are gonna be attacked specifically, but still it's Africa invasion and it needs.
But I'm happy, you know, this is gonna push people to fight harder. I'm happy they let them do that because let them do that. You know, even Burkina Faso said if you try, we're gonna declare war.
It's only three. Mind you, we're talking about 3 countries that have only joined hands: Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso.
I also saw Algeria.
Algeria.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure about Algeria. Benin is also supposed to be there. Was also I want to follow up the story of Benin and Niger oil project, because I see they were working together in terms of the pipeline that was created there by the Chinese company. And I think with the 3, the 4, I think it's not enough. If the rest of the countries do not have the weapons that Russia provided.
But I think this will push Africans to unite. Because I think other side, maybe it will not affect the whole Africa, but maybe the people on that side will be pushed to unite, because they will not wait to see the same things happen in their countries. Remember, today I saw rumors of a coup in Burundi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's gonna happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love to hear.
Remember, there was also a failed coup. Was it in Senegal or it was an attempted?
Yeah, not Senegal. It was, we had Congo, Cameroon. So far,
so you see these people, they are all against
Senegal too.
They are all against these people who are coming to invade their country. So it will push them to unite, because at the end of the day, if these people will drive or will be able to invade Niger successfully, they will now come to your country next. So it will push them to unite.
I really hope so, because I'm scared of how Africans are always scared. Africans are scared of war. You see, every time, because I was seeing a perfect example, Nigeria, and that's actually, I think that's what heartbroke me. Nigeria is not ready for actually revolution. I'm sorry, kid, but I think Nigeria,
I think
is
it's
gonna-
some part, just like the way we have Simba in this country. I think there's always the stupid ones in everywhere.
She did it. She just had to use Simba, you know. But yeah, what I'm saying is that I don't know if you've seen the demonstration of the artist Imola.
Yeah.
Imola, like the Nigerians were demonstrating against his label because they were like, you know, he was assaulted, killed, type of, you know, suspicions and all that. And I loved, actually, I saw the artists in the United States, black American artists, like Kodak Black, Little Dark. I think a lot of people have seen them reacting towards it, and like, we love to see the unity of Africans. We love to see how you're supporting each other. You literally, the love is seen how it has been poured on this artist, and people are calling out for literally justice. But I saw them running away when the police came, and I'm like, you should not run. It's a peaceful demonstration. Sit down. You are so many, because there are so many. You should not run. That's the fear that I'm scared of, that everyone might not be ready to actually fight back as much as you. Yes, I believe the unity might happen, or is supposed to happen, especially with Niger. They understand already. Benin, Senegal, so far I think they know what's going on. But the country with the most population is just, man, we are depending on you people, Nigerians, manze. But I see Jiba Jaba is saying that no, that is Keith, no, Jiba Jaba, that's you guys' conversation. Jiba Jaba is saying that how about keeping the lights on and pave the roads before venturing into Haiti? Your Excellency, I know that's right. I know that's right. His Excellency won't do correct for his country, but he's willing to lead the UN mission to do right by Haiti. It doesn't just make sense. And again, these are the questions Kenyans, Africans, you should read between the lines. Like, mimi nafaa niulize mbona unaenda kutengeneza kwa jirani na kwangu hakuko fiti. You can't tell me you're going to point
like that.
Come on, we need to question such kind of things, you know. And so see, Keith is saying,
Don't you remember Uhuru Kenyatta was one of the peacekeepers? He was one of the head
In
of
South Sudan.
Africa Union. He still is. Yes, a leader in the African Union.
I don't know if he still is. Okay, I also see Katie saying that exactly 100%, Katie, it will make Africa unite. As it's supposed to, I believe that should happen. And I'm just saying, I believe majority, not really majority, but some. I don't want to put the category of the whole number or a whole number in it, but I do believe there's majority of people are not ready for war, you know.
Those
and
who are not ready, we shall leave.
they shall go. Yeah, I also say Jason
or-
Hill's way, they shall have to go.
Or you'll go with the Europeans. We cannot live with the coconut.
Jason Hill's way, some people will just have to go, you know, like we always say it. And also see, Kate says, yes, Katie, it was Senegal, they failed coup. Of course, I remember you sharing the video with us. And Jiba is also saying, how is Kenya even going to get to Haiti? Do y'all even, do y'all have warships, long range, artifacts, fix Kenya shit, man. I know that's right. I don't even talk. I mean, have you seen our own electrical cars being the disrespect? We're having cars looking like tortoises, you know. You're gonna receive Naka even literally, and the president is giving us a demonstration of how you should be riding this. The disrespect of you in yourself as a man does not even add up, Mr.
It's
Excellency.
never a dull moment in Kenya.
I was saying that in our tattoo.
We have been told to shoot and kill our own terrorists, but now we have to go and make peace
Manze.
with the other people's terrorists.
I know, that's right. I know. Politics, I tell you. Keith also says that even in Europe, the
Artists.
Okay, the artists, the United. I can't see the down comment. There's the kalaka emoji kamefunika. I can't see the down comments, but I hope when the comments pop up, I'll be able to continue. But that is what is going on with Haiti, and I believe this is nonsensical. I hope Kenyans are on the watch, and I hope unity should come, and we should actually call for what is rightfully ours. Katie, take over.
Yes, as we continue, before we even go to what I really wanted to talk about, I saw a funny story in the morning, and this was about a 26-year-old Kenyan car dealer arrested in Sri Lanka International Airport trying to smuggle cocaine valued at 532 million Kenyan shillings.
Half a million. Oh, a million. 5 million.
Actually, this is 532.
500. You look at that 26.
26 years.
Blogger. Oh.
Yes,
Blogs.
532,000. Yes.
God damn. Yeah, I saw that actually today. I was just looking at the blogs, Janine and Elea, and I'm just like, Kenyans, you got confidence. You know?
You're a real hustler.
I tell you, you're following the baby steps, you know, the steps of your
I remember the
excellency.
Kenyan woman who hacked financial systems of
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
And she stole a lot of money. It was you look at 2 point something million.
Yeah,
you know?
she stole a lot of
And
money
you tell
for
me,
years.
and you tell me Africa has no intelligence. Literally, we can't. Like you tell me we can't build our own shit. It's just super crazy. But I think he has been arrested.
Yeah, he
and
has
of
been
course,
arrested.
you know. I'm so sorry, brother, but you're not gonna actually come back to Kenya.
Your government doesn't know.
Doesn't even we might see the news on Kenya.
He was.
We are so sorry.
We
They don't
shall
give a
see the
damn.
news. The man got executed.
They don't care.
And your country is watching and we're laughing.
I know. That's the saddest part.
The saddest part is that our Kenyans get executed every day in Saudi Arabia and Qatar. And we are always watching and there's nothing we can do.
You can never execute a Chinese man, an Indian man,
They are always deported. But when it comes to ours, they are always executed. Or we never know what happens to them.
Oh God, it's just super crazy. I see Kitty saying Kenyans are becoming baby Nigerians. Man, I think we've been Nigeria we've been brothers, you know. We
are hustlers.
We are connected.
Karibu Kenya, hustler nation.
we've been brothers and sisters for them. I think this is why I think most of the Nigerians also, apart from them being all over the world, they love Kenya a lot, you know. It's never a dull place. It's never a dull moment. But continue.
Yes, but as we continue, our own Eliud Kipchoge, or the greatest of all time, Eliud Kipchoge, became became the first man to win the Berlin Marathon for the 5th time after clocking 2 hours, 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay, congratulations. I think we've spoken about him a lot of times. Personally, I was telling you even earlier, I'm a fan of sports watching but not talking about it. Shout out to Kamlesh and Dimore Manze. They put in the work. That's why we have a sports show that is after this at 6 to 8 p.m. So catch up with them in case you didn't know, now you're on the know. So catch up with Dimore and Kamlesh and see what's going on, rather what has been going on with sports. But congratulations to him. Last time
I'm waiting to see what the government will do, because they said for every record broken, we shall give you a house, a car, and I don't know what.
I'll be breaking every record. God damn it. I'll go extra mile, you know, for breaking another record even if it's an inch, you know, at least I've broken the record, then get a new house.
We also had Faith Kipyegon winning during
she was given the house. She was given the house and a car, I think, something like that. But anyway, it's good to see at least talent somehow it's paying off. That is one thing I'd say. I don't know if the Talanta Hela motive or whatever.
Oh, forget about that.
We don't know, man. Let's assume this is the way they're starting to pay off. Because actually in the government, if you check in the previous leaderships, it was not happening. There's a time I remember we were complaining.
But
when we're talking about
Talanta is supposed to be applied by any youth. Not because you have a talent that is being seen by the whole country.
Okay.
Yeah, it was supposed to be helping every youth, the content creators. Maybe you do drama. Yeah.
I don't know, man. But let's just hope this one way or another of Kenyans being recognized for the effort they put to put in literally the people themselves, the country, the flag on the map. And I do believe such appreciations and tokens should come more, because we do have people, let's say like Congestina. She's been one of the greatest female boxers actually right in Kenya, but there's a time she actually had mental issues. I think this comes also with boxing and all that. She was financially unstable. Again, comes with also your management. You might be having people who are literally effed up and they'll mess your life up.
But the government didn't recognize that.
They didn't, exactly. They later, because we see right now she's working for Sonko.
Yeah.
You see, it is too late. I think it's not too late, but it's too late. It was too late because they had time to literally save her when she could be saved. Like, I remember the media every time could bring her news, and I remember I was in high school. Kila time nashinda tu nikikaiva. I'm just like, what? You know, I'm just like, what? All the time, like, why? It is so sad. But Sonko came out, and shout out to him, despite not doing anything for the country. Shout out to you for recognizing the little bit you can amongst the people who require help. That is just how simple I'll put it.
Yeah, but Talanta Hela.
We need the money.
I'm stuck there. There was supposed to be an app for Talanta. Yeah, for applying Talanta Hela.
There was supposed to be an app.
Yeah, there was supposed to be an app. And this is why now we saw Ababu Namwamba being like he was accused of something in parliament. He was being talked about in parliament. Yeah, and we didn't even see this money. Even today, the sports manager, Talanta Hela.
Well, we are waiting the mission to mission. You know, I hope the mission will not mission in Haiti, but mission here. We are looking forward to see.
But I think here in Megulwa,
definitely, Amanda. You know.
Yeah, don't wait on that, Hela.
You shouldn't as well. You shouldn't. But anyway, as we get closer to winding up, I think I'm gonna discuss one more story. Kuna story nilikuwa nimeona hapa na imenipotelelea. There's an issue of students dying. I think there's another case, and even young people. I want to actually address the issue of young people dying. Last week we had a lot. Actually, since the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we've had the highest number of deaths of the people we know. You know, those who are in the limelight. We're talking about producers. We're talking about artists. We're talking about models. We're talking about musicians. A lot of people, and it is just super sad to see that this is going. Also, students. I saw there was an issue that happened. This is another one I'm seeing of today. But during the weekend, kuna student wa Daystar Ali Dedi, a fresher.
Yeah, she was killed.
Walai.
Yeah, she was killed. But with nobody knows who killed her.
So that is what is going on. You know, that is how insecure even our schools are. This is not the first time actually we've seen cases of students
I'm
dying.
even wondering, that woman was not assaulted. I was wondering to myself, what could have been the problem? What could have now resulted you to killing a person you barely know? Because this is a person you barely know. This is a fresher's night, or maybe, I don't know.
So this is another one. This is in Eldoret. Daystar is here. We have Daystar in Nairobi, and of course this is in Eldoret. So there's Cynthia. She's called Cynthia Mutinda, a fourth-year female student that we call fresher. This is a fourth year at Moi University in Eldoret. Was discovered dead in her room on Sunday, September 24th. Her friends and family decided to check on her after she became unreachable on Saturday, September 23rd. The door was locked from inside, and there were no signs of forced entry or struggle, leaving everyone puzzled. It is crazy, and I don't know. Personally, what I want to address basically is consumptions of drugs. Manze, be careful of what you're drinking, whatever you're smoking. There's a lot of how do I say, tapped. Nitangwa ni tapped. There's a lot of nitangwazi ni tapped money. See, there's some. I don't know how to put it in English, man. Laced. Yeah, there's laced drugs, literally. There's a lot of laced bangs, cigars. There's just a lot. Right now, the people who are selling drugs are also just doing their most, you know. Like, peddlers, if they see you, ukiona zishiki wanaongezea sigara, like cocaine, I don't know. It's just fucked up. And also, like, reckless drinking, that's another thing. Which I've seen lately has been leading to road accidents. Because there's a time hata niliona hapa nikauliza, kwani siku hizi, by the way, what wanapatapataje accidents. Like it never used to be normal like that, you know. You just see someone flipped with a car, like especially car mtu amenunua juzi. Like I just bought a car like a month ago, and then the next the next minute I'm on an accident. I should be literally driving with a lot of care because I don't want to lose this. I'm trying to take care of this, you know. It's just super crazy. Watch whatever you're drinking, because that's the weekend recap. You know, that's what has been going on for the last 2 weeks, and also during the weekend we've seen there's some people who've lost their lives through accidents, through just unknown circumstances. Whatever the unknown circumstances is, one, be aware of your surrounding, be aware of the people. Don't link up with new people. I was telling Dimori on Saturday, he was asking me if I was taken by Babas anywhere, you know, like yeah, he was asking me. Demore was asking me if I was taken by Mbabas anywhere, like let's say this weekend, like would I be so happy? And I gave him a very straight answer. Personally, I'm not always comfortable going to new locations with new people. I want to go with a group of people, so in case anything happens, I know I got people. Like I know I can come. I have means of transportation. If my phone goes off, I know there's someone I can rely on. But you might go, these are actually the circumstances that happen with our babas, especially the married politicians. You happen to get pregnant by him, the next minute we saw, like in a couple months ago, you are being threatened, you know, you're gonna be killed if you don't abort. Such kind of things. Be careful of what you're drinking, be careful of the people you're going out with. If it's not the group you literally know, stop, drop, and literally watch what you're consuming. Don't overdo to impress anyone. Just be yourself. Do what you can handle and take what you can handle. That's just how simple I'll put it. As we come
it
to
is
the
just
end.
Crazy. I was even looking for a video about that Daystar University. She was only 4 days old in that school.
Freshers.
4 days in that school, and she was found stabbed. Yeah.
So sad.
She was found stabbed, and I was like, 4 days are enough to make
Now sometimes
enemies.
that's how I call fresher. And this is something also I'll tell you. Most of the people who have elder, if you are an elder sister, you have a younger sister. Yeah, if you're an elder sister, actually you have a younger sister, try advise them to do right, you know, to be wary. Also parents, like, educate your children. Stop being weak parents. Educate your children. I don't know why you are a parent, why in the number one, why you became a parent if you can't literally try. Educate your children. May I remember when we went to, shout out to my aunt Manzi, I remember when we went to college, we had, of course this happens, we also have this freshers bash.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's there. Okay?
Yeah.
You might put a drink right here, the next minute you're drinking, it's laced shit, you know? You might be eating something, the next minute you're eating, you don't know what's put in there. It's a group of people you don't know. You just got in the college or the system. Try first, learn the environment, know the people to connect to. And actually that's, I love it because I created a lot of friends in college that we're still friends with right now. Because just be calm with yourself. You know, learn the environment, be chill with yourself, learn who you can connect with. See who's, and I mean, you can always learn because you're now you just finished high school. You're now becoming now an adult. You know, you're not a teenager no more. You have to study things. Life is just hitting. I don't know, man.
I think the only advice I can tell to these people, or I can give to these people, like freshers, see kila party zote zinaendangwa. It is not a must for you. It is not compulsory for you to go to these parties, because some of these things or some of these parties, you're going to find things that will traumatize your whole years or your whole semester in that school. So at the end of the day, it's not all parties you get to attend to.
Exactly.
If a person invites you to a party and you feel like you don't want to go,
listen to your instincts.
don't go.
Yeah, listen to your instincts, and if it says no, always listen to the first voice. The one that says no, go with it. Okay? If it's especially in parties, whatever, if it says no, chill. Don't go. It doesn't hurt, manze. And take a nap and add some weight. Period. You know. But anyway, I see Jubajaba is saying that I'm Kenyan Prince. Would you like to invest in my new business, manze?
I don't have money.
A Kenyan who? A Kenyan prince. Do you know our Kenyan prince that we have here are very broke? Very broke.
They are even gay.
Man, they even gay, man. Our princes here don't even make no sense. But I also see Sylvonia Indigo, Karibu Sarah. I hope you're doing amazing, sister. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You're saying that drinking and driving is a recipe for disaster. Exactly, Manze. We are seeing daily what is there. You know, the consequences of these. And I told myself personally, if I am to ever acquire a car and I go party somewhere and I'm like, I can't drive, trust me, I'd rather pay for parking, you know, because our parkings ain't free. I don't know in America if parkings are free. I'd rather pay for parking and order Uber and get home safe. I'd rather get home safely. Unless that driver is drunk, that Uber driver, you know, that should be sued for my life. Because what happened?
A designated driver, one who doesn't drink.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's just honest. That what needs to happen. I also see Jiba is saying that I haven't made a new friend in 25 years. Too many goofies out there. I know that's right. As you should, you know, I think energy. I think energy is everything. Energy. Personally, I'm good with connecting with people, but I'm quick to drop too. So don't mess with me. That's just how simple it is. And I also see you saying 100% solid advice, 100%. Joby, and of course that's what's up. But yes, we're coming to the end of today's show, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you to everyone who has been with us, those who shall be catching this on a replay on YouTube. I hope you get to give us also a piece of your comments, other sentiments down on the comments below, and of course subscribe in case you are new. This has been the Rhythm Scoop Show, Art, Entertainment, and Culture. My name is Joby. See you guys tonight, of course, on the Africa Today show, as we get to discuss other different matter on what is going on your side of the world.
Yes, much love, my people. Hope to see you tomorrow early in the morning on the Vibe Show. Kwaherini, enjoy the rest part of your day.
Yes, and of course we wind up with one more banger. This is actually not really a new favorite jam, but I really love the speaks, you know.
This one.
Rhythm Scope Show. Come on.
Spend these nights in a
Of course it's raining. We say the weather is always unpredictable.
but they
It is drizzling. Can't you hear?
Oh
It started
my
a long time
God,
ago.
and it's very sunny.
It started a long time ago.
beat on.
It's been raining.
Boy, you on this man. Just there life for the team. I G don't risk your life for a phone. Fuck it strong. Thing like thing like left. That's right. We're gonna do shit wrong. Boy, them pick up the leg, man. Talk